hello, 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 and welcome back to another stream of Minecraft. So I did the hardcore series like 2 months ago and died, and so I've decided that I'm going to be doing a new series, but I'm going to make it, unfortunately, see if anything else I want to do now. I'm going to have to make it regular survival, because I just keep dying. I want to keep a world going, but not die, if you know what I mean. Wow. Of course, it's the fucking snow biome. After I literally spawned in the snow biome, or not spawn, but like pretty much lived in a snow biome, for the Minecraft with Mint series, the world has granted me a snow biome once again. Anyways, I thought I would do this series so I can continue telling the story of summer. Why is my game laggy on OBS side? I'm looking at it, like, this is not clean, is it? But it seems fine on my side. Yeah, why is it... Hold on. It's laggy, isn't it? Fuck. What the hell? What the heck? Hold on, can I change my streaming settings really quickly? Where's the frame rates? Okay, you know what? We're just gonna deal with it. I don't think it's the end of the world. Welcome back to another... Okay, we're gonna move into Mega Taiga then. We're gonna find this village. Actually, I had this village down here. So, yeah, I was telling the story of summer 2024 2 months ago, and I've been able to tell it since. Oh, another portal thing. So, it's been a while. I know where I left off, and I also took some notes about stuff I need to mention. So, we'll get to that soon. But for now, I'm just going to take this plus some iron. That's it. Let's go to the village, shall we? One good thing about worlds like this is I can actually turn my render distance a bit higher up. Right now it's at 16. I think 16 is fine for now, but... I don't know, I could turn it a bit higher because I know that I can run shaders without any issues. So I could definitely run... Yeah, I could definitely run a slightly higher, like, world generation stuff. Ooh, an igloo. We'll explore that in a second. Ow, ow. Okay, I don't need that many sweet berries, honestly. But, yes, let's go. Check out this igloo quickly. I'm going to be taking tons of screenshots. Deal with it. Have you ever even been on a Sarfnic stream if you're shocked that I take screenshots? Ooh. Let's go down. And I'm going to tell you guys a cool fun fact about the igloos in just a second. Also, we disable cave maps. That's something I remember to do. There we go. I guess opening the map actually pauses the game in single player. I didn't know that. There's a red carpet here. I didn't know that existed until a certain thing happened where someone pointed out to me that there's always a red carpet here no matter what. No matter what. Now I guess I can come back here if I need more stuff, but I'm just gonna borrow things that could be useful in the future. And let's go. There's not much time to get to the village before night. So yes, I was telling the story of summer 2020. Wait, does the music continue? So, the music continues when I pause. Or when I go on waypoint map. It doesn't when I pause. Let's go to the village first, actually. A little piglet. The village is a nice place to settle. Now in my Survival world, which I haven't, I will soon port over to this PC. I also live in a village that's also taiga. Actually live in like a combination of two of them. Maybe I should change it up. I want to live in a biome I've never lived in before. And some people are like, oh, what biome is that? It's actually the mesa. I would love to live in a mesa. I've just never lived in a mesa before. I have technically lived in a desert. In like Lore SMP Season 1, I had a base in one. Which obviously isn't on YouTube anymore because my dumbass deleted it because I thought that some of the videos were low quality. Big regret of mine, but can't change it. Oh. Why is my PC so quiet all of a sudden? That's kind of scary. Anyways, I took notes on what I need to tell for this story. So let me just quickly review them. And, okay. I'm gonna start with something weird. So, some of you may remember, in summer of 2023, I went to Jackson Hole, Wyoming, because I have a cousin that lives there. Not really doxing, because good luck finding them, but... And it was a really fun time. It was actually, like, right before I started the job, too. So I came back after I was, like, 2 days late that year. So, there were these two girls who I've talked about before. One of them I've But both of them I've known for like all the years I've worked that job. And both of them, for some reason, had Jackson Hole shirts. And I was like, oh, you've been there? And they're like, yeah, we've been there. These are like these two girls that really mess with me. One of them's a redhead, we'll call her V, just because I've never named her before, but I've mentioned her obviously before in the other stuff. She's the one who led a cicada army, or like put cicada dust on me in like the first day of this year. But anyways, yeah, they had the shirt. And so eventually I talked to their parents. I was like, oh, that's both. But these two are like, they're friends, but they don't like live together. So I was confused by like, do they go together to Jackson Hole, or like what's the deal? I forgot what the deal was, but because I had met kids before who had, oh, my phone's right in front of me. It's hearing everything I'm saying. Siri is picking up everything I'm saying right now, and I just dropped my water bottle. But anyways, I was saying, like I had met kids before who had gone on vacation together. In my first year, I met these two kids that talking about they both went to Hawaii together. I was like, damn, your families must be close then. But yeah, these kids, I don't remember, but they'd been there, so I thought that was cool. I didn't realize right away, but like Jackson was actually really popular. Like, no, dead ass, it's actually a really popular place. It is very well known because of the mountains, also the Tetons are nearby, and also Elon Musk has a house there. Yeah, you know, the guy who's super unpopular now, but I think a lot of the hate is unwarranted, even though some of it is valid. But whatever. I think he did Asmongold Gold dirty, not gonna lie. And he just fucking lied about being a gamer. But other than that, like, I think a lot of the hate's unwarranted. And I actually get into arguments with people. I think the Tesla Cybertruck is actually a really good looking car. Ooh, compass. Why not? Just raid this. Jack-o'-lantern. Just gonna raid this village, dude. No way. Dude, if this is a diamonds... Okay, I actually have such good luck on this world. Can we talk about that? This village is really nice. But unfortunately, it's not where I'm going to live. Because I'm going to keep traveling until I'm able to find myself a mesa. Because that's where I want to live. But nice-ass village. Should probably bring a bed with me, too. Okay, buddy. This is your bed. I got the message. I got the message. Also, guys, I just watched Moana 2. Totally unrelated. Oh, look at the kid jumping on the bed. Yeah, fine, I won't take your bed either. Whoa, this is a big village. Oh, never mind. That's the way I just came. Okay. Let us spend the... No, it's the middle of the day. Fine, I'm gonna go. This isn't a hardcore world, so I don't have to worry about too much stuff, but... Gain diamonds is definitely nice. Early game. What are the odds? That must be a really rare chest odds. Anyways, I'm thirsty now because I'm talking, so I'm gonna drink water. Yeah, I was just saying I watched Moana 2. I thought it was alright. Like, it was good, but, like, it wasn't, like, great. I had two people, one of them was my friend Cheer Pizza, tell me that, like, it was a good movie, but you know what? It is what it is. Let's travel the mountainous region. We're traveling. So, anyways, I'm gonna continue now, telling the story. So, I left off in the middle of the second week. And this second week was split a little bit because Wednesday, the middle of it, was, guess what? Juneteenth. So, yeah, we had Wednesday off. It was only a 4-day week then. Womp womp. So, my cousin invited me to play pickleball with his friends, which actually becomes a thing I do a lot over the summer. I actually saw him... Oh my god, stay away. I actually saw him yesterday for the first time in, like, a bunch of months. But, yeah, so, basically, I had to drive out to Chicago. Now, if you've ever been to not uptown, that's where I go climbing, which I've also hopefully talked about in the previous streams. But I had to drive out to Randolph Street. Oh my god, this is a huge swamp. I can also live in a swamp too, I guess. I've never done that either. Dude, I should make a bucket. That's a good idea. When I get down. This is a beautiful world so far, by the way. Holy shit. Look at this shit. Wait, is the map gonna try to load everything? Okay, no, I don't know why I was showing that. Ow. Look at that. Usually swamps are like super tiny, but this, it's huge. Especially because I've got my render distance up. I know for a fact. Also, since I render this up, it actually renders more on my map, which is kind of nice. Let's explore. There's gotta be a witch hut somewhere then. Already found one. Let's go. Some people might say it's cheating to have a map out. I guess maybe it's more useful in survival than it is on creative, like I am right now. Not creative. Oh my gosh, guys, I just leaked the fact that I'm cheating on this world. We gotta look at the frogs. Let's actually make some shears so I can get a bed. Not having to murder. I got tons of iron anyways. Let's shear until I get 3 of one type of wool. You know, back in the day, you just need 3 of any type of wool and you can make a bed. Back in the day. Just can't. I actually don't really like the old versions of Minecraft. Anyways, I'm distracting myself in the story. What I mean by that is, like, I'm not like those. Some people think that, like, older Minecraft is better. Like 1.12, 1.8, whatever. I'm like, nah, I disagree with that. Newer Minecraft, better. Anyways, back to the story, because I'm, like, distracting myself now. So, I drove out there, and of course, I was late because I thought it was closer than it actually was by Randolph Street. There's a lot of nice restaurants there. I played pickleball. My cousin and my first time meeting his 2 friends. Now, if I describe these guys, one of them's like your cool American dude, 30 years old. The other guy's like a 40-year-old British guy who has kids, who I will meet, or one kid I'll meet later this summer. But anyways, this was the first of 3 pickleball sessions we did and like 4 meetups. We'll get into that when it comes up. But it was actually pretty nice. I parked near a fire hydrant. To be fair, it was far enough away, but it was still within the white line. So I was a little worried, but I ended up being fine. There were no worries. Just for the achievement. Not running it. Actually, wait. I should have kept the obsidian from earlier, because then I could have... If I got the obsidian from the other portal I found over here, right over here, I would have been rich. Probably would have already had nearly enough to make a portal. But whatever, the journey continues. I guess I could raid this... I don't know what's in a witch hut, but... There could be something in it. Is that a mountainous swamp over there? No, a spyglass so I can't look, but I think that is. Oh, it's a swamp that comes up against a mountain. But, anyways, it was a fun night. Then we ate this cool restaurant that had a Britney Spears bathroom, which I do visit again later in the fall by pure coincidence. But that's not, I'm not going to tell that part of the story because it's a fall, so I just thought I'd mention it now instead. And it was a great time. And I was like, all right, I'm going to definitely play pickleball with you guys more. And these guys only like playing on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And we're going to do it next summer again, by the way. 100%. So, looking forward to that. All right, witch. Where are you? In here? Oh, the entrance is covered. But I believe I may be able to climb up and get in through here. Shit. Monster Hunter. First kill was a witch. That's a story to tell the ancestors. Just kidding. There are no ancestors. I'm in a swamp in the middle of the night. There's another witch hut down there. I believe following through the swamp is going to be my salvation. Now, when I start Minecraft Worlds, I don't like traveling out really far right away, because that kind of like defeats some of the purpose. But I really do want to find myself this new biome, this mesa biome. Okay, I will actually die if I get hit by one thing. Oh, it's gonna ruin my saturation. I should have waited. Now I'm gonna heal up at all. Damn it. Whatever. I also am more hungry. Maybe I should just settle in the swamp for now. A little starter base can't hurt, right? Fine. I'll settle in the swamp. Let me just find a good area to build. Here we are. I also never built in a swamp, fun fact. Not really. I tried it once in a world, but I never got to play again, so. Let's set up a home. Now, I'm used to building houses out of wood and stuff. I think I'm going to build this one out of stone. I think it fits more of a swampy location. But first, let me craft something that will make this a lot easier. Yeah, you're right. A bed. It's funny how I have like iron tools, but I don't even have stone tools yet. That brings upon the morning. Now, I had this gold hoe. I thought I picked it up, but I guess I didn't. So, let's get some seed and start a little farm. Not making an iron hoe. Wooden hoe is better. My first seed. Plant a seed inside the earth. Just one way to know its worth when you celebrate the world's slime. Hi. You're cutie patootie, aren't you? You're gonna die because you're not named. But you're cute. My name's Sarfnic. Nice to meet you. What's yours? Dead. Slime, that's your name. It's a survival stream. I have to talk to myself, guys, okay? Oh, I need a selfie, wait. Me, my humble beginnings. Boom. But, anyways, continuing the story. So the next day was Juneteenth. So what I do? I see Inside... Oh, my God. I see Inside Out 2. It was me and my mom, dude. Like, pretty simple Pixar setup. Middle of the summer. My brother would have gone with me, but the problem was he was working in a different state, which... Actually, we'll get into the following weekend, but the upcoming weekend a little more. But so, anyways, I did see Inside Out 2 at the local movie theater, and I thought it was kind of not the best movie. Like it was enjoyable, but it wasn't like my favorite movie. I didn't see why it became one of the highest grossing animated film of 2024. And until recently, the highest grossing animated film. Ugh, words. I don't see it, personally. Diamond pickaxe. Don't really know a better thing I could craft. I mean, I can make like an iron axe and shit. But I think diamond pickaxe is the best. Especially you're going to be building on cobblestone. Like, come on, dude. This is my home. It's about to be my home, at least. Apple. Dude, I can be going apples and shit. I think this tree ought to go, too. This is my starter house. I'm going to just call this starter base. Fine, I guess the main base will be located in the beautiful mesa once I find it. Starter base can be here in a swamp, because I also haven't built there. Jesus Christ, 1, 2... I thought I saw a third one, but I guess I didn't see a third. Witch hut. This is one of the biggest swamps I've ever seen in Minecraft, by the way. Dead ass. Oh yeah, some music's playing. Let's go. I need a chest because my inventory can't fill this. I don't have bundles yet, so. Let's turn a Laia into wood. There's nobody else in this world but I. A home for me. A home to live and thrive. Isn't it gonna be nice, Sarfnic? I sure agree. Let this world begin, and let those who want to see. Okay, don't walk into this cow, you're gonna die. It's a beautiful world. But yeah, that's all I really remember doing that day. I'm sure if I told this story earlier, now that all this stuff's over 6 months ago. Actually, what I'm telling right now is basically 9 months ago. I probably would have remembered more, but obviously that ain't the case no matter what I say, so. So, yes, then the next day was a field trip day. Exciting stuff, innit? Yes, we were going to the Field Museum, which not the Field Museum, that was actually my first year. We were going to the Museum of Science and Industry. And Jesus Christ, I was quite excited, because that was a place I wanted to go to for a while. Because it's not really part of the Chicago Museum campus. It's actually, like, farther south, but it is considered, like, one of the Chicago museums. Yeah, I mean, alongside, like, the Adler Planetarium, which we go to later in the year, the Field Museum, the Shed Aquarium, which I actually haven't been to yet. I hope that's the spot we go this year. We'll see, we'll see. But, yeah, those places. So, we go there, but it's a bit of a different setup. First thing, it's already week 2. our assistant director, who had worked at the camp 2 years before as a counselor, finally was there for an actual camp day. And so it's funny. She was like getting reacquainted with all the like kids that she had known when she was there 2 years ago. And actually, a lot of her kids that was in her pod like 2 years ago were actually in my pod. So that was like funny. Or at least that was convenient for her. And it was a pretty cool moment. And so we had divided up the groups. Obviously, I was the manager of the blue pod, the biggest group of kids. We had like 21 for this field trip. So we needed a lot of help. Now, my go-to aide, my buddy Rebus, was actually elsewhere that day. Weirdly enough, on the same field trip with one of the... So for both of the field trips we did, by the way, just to be clear. I think... Or was it... No, maybe it was just this one. I found it was just this one, I think. We went on this field trip alongside one of the other camps that was ran by like the same manager, but was at the other location, the location I trained at. And so we had to have 2 different buses because it's a big camp plus another small camp, right? So my pod, being 21 kids, was put with the other camp, the camp from the other location, in the same bus, and then the rest of the camp was put in a different bus. And so we sat together. I remember this one girl who has been known for being a bit sporadic, let's say. I really want to give her a name. I'll just call her L, because that's a good way of... Yeah, L. She was like, okay, I need to sit in the front. And I was like, bet, you could sit in the front with the most troublemaking girl we have in our group. And we also had the new assistant director with us, and everyone else, like my co-counselor, and then one of the other aides that joined us recently. And that was our group. I need to stop running around, by the way, because that's actually not wasting energy. I have potatoes, so I should probably plant those too. But that was our setup. Oh, I love this music, by the way. That was our setup. Boy, it was exciting, because I knew this would be an epic field trip. It's a bit of a drive. I actually don't remember who I sat next to on the way there. I don't think it was with a kid, though. Oh, I don't know. It might have been... No. I actually don't know who I sat with. Huh. Whatever. I knew I sat with for the second field trip. That was very memorable. But I don't think it was a kid. So I think I sat with an adult, I think. But I don't remember who it was. Whatever, beats me. But anyways, we headed out, and we got there within time. And I guess I had these two girls, V and the other one who's Serbian, really on my tail that trip. Like, they were really bugging me, or trying to mess with me more so. And I'm buying kids messing with me. It's actually kind of fun. But yeah, they were really messing around with me, dude. I should probably set up a mine. That's what I'm gonna do. In a second after I plant these seeds. Plant a seed inside the earth. You already know the point. Let's create a mine over here. Right here. Also, just for reference, V is the one that like I winked at and she freaked out. That was her. But anyways, we arrive, and yeah, I think we had a lot of kids in my group, and so I was kind of scared. And the assistant director's like, "Hey, do you need any help?" Because like oh, I remember who was with us. We also had that one counselor who got, what's her name? Actually, I can't say her name. Oh my god, sorry, I just remembered. We had this counselor who you may have known was only with us for 2 weeks. So this was her second to last day. And she was actually with like the Spanish camp, but they weren't going on this trip. That was in our same building somehow. And she made that Spanish camp hate me, by the way, which I'll get into later. But which totally was not my fault, by the way. Like, I was surprised that the higher-ups didn't get mad at me for this. But if they did, I would say, I don't know what happened. I don't know why they hate me. But they just do. But she was with us again. And, oh my god, this girl... she actually did a good job with one thing. I'll give you that. She actually gave the kids a way to number themselves off. Like... Each kid had a number, and they'd go in order. It'd be like, all right, count. And one girl would be like 1, and the next girl would be like 2. Although it didn't work out at first, it actually impressed the assistant director, who, if you may have remembered, was actually one of the like best counselors I've ever seen. Like, she was amazing at her job when she worked. And so I was like, okay, we gotta impress this girl. Come on. Not like for the sake of impressing a girl, but like, I knew she was super skilled, so I was like, okay, we gotta look good in front of her. But it seems like so I guess I have 2 co-counselors then. I have the one who's like 14, and I bet her. And so we went on this trip. And I was kind of scared right away because, like, you know, this kind of reminds me, this museum was very similar to the field museum that I'd gone to like 2 years prior. And so I was like, okay, we need to have an agenda, figure out what these kids want to see. And of course, there's all this stuff where they're like, we're being extra prepared. Like, they're like, okay, what we're going to do is you guys are going to take photos of these kids, so in case they get lost. So yeah, that was a fear. We're gonna make sure that you have a photo of them. And I was kind of like, yeah, not me. I'm not going to take a photo of these kids on my phone, bro. Just like, because I don't want that on my phone, dude. I don't know. I just didn't feel like it. So I instead had what should I refer to her as? The very fun counselor. The 2-week counselor do it. And yes, yeah, I let her do it. I don't know why. That's just actually detail. I guess details matter. This is underwater cave. Of course, it's the swamp, so it's all mucky. It's actually not what I want, because I don't like underwater caves. No, sorry to break it to you. They can't see me if I'm on... Well, they can, but, like, they won't go after you as aggressively if you're on land. Die, you undead, wretched things. Alright, let's go. Don't have Aqua Affinity, but I do have an Iron Pickaxe, so this will go by pretty fast. Fill me up, fill me up. Buttercup, baby, now let's build me up. But why am I at 30? Okay. Let's fight these guys off. Sorry, nighttime. Day 0 goes by the slowest. And after that, it's like, it took me, I got all the way out here on just day 0, and then all of a sudden, boom, it's night again. Sorry, I'm just trying to remember. Oh, fuck you. Get me stuck first. Fucking get me stuck. I'm gonna die. It's like, that was a glitch. I would have never even took any water damage there if it wasn't for that. But anyway, sorry. It's just like hard to remember something that happened in June, but I'm trying to get to the details. We arrived there. Okay, boom. We arrived there, and all the pods split up into their own groups. It was a bit of a bit hectic to go in there, and also there were other camps there too. Actually, on both field trips we had other camps. But on this one, it was just like, whatever. I avoided the other camps, whatever. Except for lunch, when we all, like, somehow eat together. Other camps, I mean, like, completely unrelated to us, like, from different towns. No idea who those kids are. Don't care who they are. Like, simply as that. That's putting it very simply, I guess. Dead, buddy. Twins! Ah, fuck. Oh, God. This is how you bully midgets, by the way. You just I'm sorry. I do need to get a shield. Oh, this actually kind of reminds me. Oh, you're trying to pull a trick on me, huh? Get down. Get away from your breath. I wanted a quick screenshot of this. But now it's ruined because of that. There we go. I gotta wait for that to grow back. Of course, every zombie in the area is gonna find me now because... Why wouldn't they? Yeah, fuck, I'm still gonna take the screenshot anyways. Done. I'm running low on bread. Skeletons. They're moving as if they're running away from wolves, but they aren't. There's actually a really easy solution to this that I just didn't think of for some reason. They're gonna have shade under those trees, but I'm still not really worried about them. Now it is day once again. Hip hip hooray. Alright, if I'm gonna start building a base, it's gonna be out of this stone, obviously, as I planned. I think it'd be over here just because this is the like flattest area. Yes, a cobblestone house. Although I should probably vary it up with some different stones, like andesite, stone bricks, whatever. The base can be cobblestone though. Yeah, we get there, and actually a bunch of us end up together somehow. A bunch of us pods just end up together by coincidence. We go upstairs, there's this cool like model city thing, and we're all looking at it like, ooh, ah, you know, and then I guess the camp director was there too, and she's like, all right, let's take a picture. And so we did, like, I think the kids did a picture, a group picture, by this like cool, like, they have this like very cool, like, what's it called, tram thing that's just for show. All right, die, creeper. I'm sure if you'd live or die there. All right, slime ball, you're dead. Oh, great. I pissed off a skeleton. Hiding in the shade. Also about to kill me. Not today, thank you. Yeah. Welcome to the sunlight. This is where you die. Oh. Well, there goes my 0 deaths. Just took a skeleton that shot me, like... Okay, no more deaths, please. Come on, burn to death, dude. Holy crap. Dude, you were not killing me twice, bro. Oh my god. Oh, I have 1 death now. That's why this is a hardcore world. To be fair, I would have played it slightly safer on hardcore. But I probably still would have been hurt badly. Well, at least it reset my hunger. Although I am about to die again. Let me eat something better. This is why I need a food source. And this isn't going to cut it yet. Until I grow the farm better. Universe. Oh, hey, frog. There's a bit of vine growing here. Sorry. Just don't want it infesting my home. This might be a food. I mean, it's easy to grow, but it's also, it's plentiful, but like it doesn't really help much. Say goodbye. And now I've got so much slime, I can't even count it. Let's plant these new seeds too, so we can grow more at once. And so we do that group photo, and then we actually decide to split off. Now, it's still a bit foggy in my mind, but we do go to a couple things. We didn't get to explore the whole museum, which actually kind of bummed me out. I was bummed out about that. I want to explore more, but I guess it's stuff for next time, right? Is this the middle? Yes, it is. Good to know. It did bum me out, though, in the moment. I just do want to say. So, we explore. We start out by exploring a bit of the first floor, which had some pretty cool sections, I remember. Oh, never mind, we'll get to that later. Fuck. You know what, I need to actually check my phone, because that is where I have all the photos, and maybe then that will remind me. I remembered. First was checking out the models. Then there's this like cool room with electricity, and then I remember like we had the whole room surrounded. We're like, all right, we're gonna just like let the kids disperse, and we'll give them like 10 minutes in this giant room. It's so cool. There's like an indoor tornado. There's like a wave machine, but like it's minuscule. I've always loved this stuff about museums whenever I go to them. Like these like little like fake weather stuff. When I went in May to the one on the Mississippi River in Iowa, I had the same thing. It was like a really amazing place with like a ton of cool like weather simulations, and I remember that was pretty cool. And I was like, yeah, bet this is fucking cool too. You know, I find a lot of things cool, guys. Okay, so I really liked that part. And moving on. After a long time in that room, just like talking to kids and letting them check out everything, we go to this mirror maze. And I think one of the other camps showed up there. I think it was the purple pod, if I remember. The purple or green. I know we had a running with that purple group in the middle of the museum, but yeah, we went there, and it was dope. The mirror maze. I remember seeing the oldest kid in my group, the tallest of the Andrews, the one who was in my group for 3 years in a row. I remember seeing him hit his fucking head in the mirror maze. The only thing with the mirror maze that's bad is that it's very easy to get lost. And so at first I got lost with a bunch of kids, but then some kids made it to the end, and they're like, oh, you just follow the right wall or something. And then I was able to find my way to the end. And then there were like 1 or 2 kids who were left in there. And I think, was it the green group or the purple group? For the sake of story, I'm going to say it's the purple group. They also were in there with us. And then they got out. And then we're like, okay, we were waiting for a while in this like end exit room. We're like, okay, we got to find the kid who went missing. And it took a bit, but we finally found like the last 2 kids who got lost. And yeah, some kids were hitting their heads. I was like, you gotta walk with your hands out. Because like, yeah, it's a mirror maze. And I know it's hard for little kids, because when I did it in Canada in like 2012, 2011, I fucking actually was scared out of my mind. Yeah. Alright, the flooring is going to be made out of some stone substance, but I do need to hit the caverns again if I want more stone, so. Jeez, actually, this is really not that low. Oh, voice crack. Oh yeah, gravel. This will go the other way then. That was really fun. Then we went to this other large room that I didn't really find too interesting. And after that, it was near time for a lunch break. And so we went back to like the middle of the museum. It's like this really tall area. And there's like this cool like floor that like tracks your movement and shows you cool stuff. And we were there hanging out with the purple pod kids. And of course that girl C, she was there and she came up to me and was like trying to mess with me. I forget what, but she was messing with me, dude. Well, I think it was like I was running and she was chasing me or something. Fun kid. But anyways, then I think the green pod showed up too, the youngest kids, and then we decided that we're gonna go to eat lunch. Because remember, we have a group chat, and they were texting like, "Oh yeah, guys, it's time for lunch." And so, yes, it was indeed time for lunch. And may I add, this whole time, the 2-week counselor was with me, and of course, she was fucking messing around, dude. She had a spray bottle, and every once in a while, she'd spray me, and she would just like play it off like, you know, I'm a cool girl, and it's like, ugh, dude. So I think I mentioned it like earlier maybe, but in the middle of the week I said, all right, we're gonna go to war with her for a beach day, and I was like, okay, well, we're gonna have a fun time on beach day, trust me. And I get you back for all the pain you've caused me. We're gonna have a fun time, all right. So look forward to that, I guess. So, continuing on, of course, as I usually say, there were a lot of iconic kids in my group that I'd known from previous years, including this one kid who really liked me, this boy. Yeah, he was there too. And so, sorry, I'm losing my voice and talking so much. Just wanted to mention that, I guess. That's it. There's no point. Oh my god, dude, I'm gonna run low on food again, dude, because I just keep running and stuff. Let me grab some more sweet berries. So I'll check if it affects durability or not. I guess it doesn't. We kept exploring, and then it was lunchtime, as I said. So we go to lunch, and they give us such a small time window that I wasn't actually able to finish my lunch. Now, in previous years, I've had issues with eating, but 2024 and 2025 have been pretty free of that. So they just give us a very small time window. I did sit with some of the girls for lunch. I remember that. Just for fun. And then my boss was actually near me, or just the camp director was near me too. Obviously, there's 2 camp directors. Don't forget that. And then there's the assistant director. So the old camp director was near me. And I was talking to some of the kids. It was mainly like the Vienna friends. So like the older Andrew girl too. So anyways, after a little bit, it was time to be done, and I just had to like say, you know what, I might eat my food while going. And of course, bathroom breaks are super annoying when I'm on field trips, because there's always that one kid that takes like 8 years. I remember that from the Art Institute the previous year. Like, oh god, just waiting in a bathroom forever. But we actually noticed there's a very cool pinball machine. Was it a pinball machine? No, it was like one of those clock. No, it was a pinball machine, but it was like a clock pinball machine. And we decided to watch it, and there were like other kids around too. And we watched it for a bit. And it just took forever. And we're like, okay, we're actually not going to explore much in the museum if we do this. So finally we decided, fuck it, we're going to stop watching it. But I thought that was still cool. It's cool, like cool core memories. Then we went to this like downstairs area where there was all this farming stuff. And there's this giant room, and we noticed that one of the camp groups had just left it. And oh my god, this had like a tractor with like a line of different like kids and stuff up it. And oh my god, it was a giant room. And this room had multiple exits, so like, okay, let's be careful. And I was like, oh, we know we're gonna stay in this room. Even though I'm like the fucking leader of the group. For some reason, I was letting the newer counselor make a lot of the decisions on like how long we should be in each room or whatever. I was like, you know what, I'm giving her a chance to shine. This is like her last 2 days of the whole summer working this job. Still no idea what she was doing, by the way. If I see her again this year, I'll ask her, why'd you only stay for like 2 weeks? I think she might have been like doing something abroad. That might have been it, but like, and they just hired her because they're desperate for counselors. But I actually don't know. I just being sure, I don't know. So, anyways, continue on. We were there, and this was a huge room. I remember there was like a place where kids could like crawl under stuff, and we took some photos of some kids like under like this like table and stuff. There's cool farming stuff. There was a fake grocery store and a fake house. And some of the kids were interested in that. I walked around with them a bit there. But the main thing was there were these 2 tractors that you can actually simulate driving in this room. And kids got in line for it. But the problem is there's a lot of other people here too. There's like random museum goers as well as other camps, other kids. And so it was like, we're going to have to wait. And I wanted to check it out, but I was like, okay, I did cut the line because I'm like, okay, I'm not actually in line. I'm just here to make sure these kids get up here and then use this tractor for like what's it called? Like a reasonable amount of time, and then they move on with their day. That's what I was doing, right? And so we did that, and eventually I decided to wait with, again, this group of kids, V and her buddies, or one of her buddies. I don't know who she was with, but like we waited in the line, and God, it took forever. And then we actually made friends with someone. I think it was, I actually don't remember. I feel so bad for not remembering this because this is like not even that long ago. I think it was some guy and his mom and dad. But like by guy, I mean, or maybe it was either that, or it was this guy who was a camp counselor for a different group of kids. Or maybe it was both. Like maybe it was a mom and dad, a guy with his mom and dad, and another guy who was. But either way, it was this guy I remember talking to who's like my age, 19, 20 something. Although I'm 22 now. I was 21 at the time. I feel like this guy was like 19 or something. And chatting with him for a bit. And there might have even been some kids involved who the kids are talking to. Because I remember they were involved. It's like, why would these kids be talking to like a random 21-year-old? I don't know. But after so long of waiting, I was like shocked that we hadn't left the room yet. these girls finally went up. And then I was like, and I think there was another girl from our group at the way bottom, and I was like, all right, kid, you're not gonna get up here, I'm sorry. But the problem was these tractors were identical, just different areas, and these kids wanted to ride both of them, and I was like, okay, we're moving on. We actually didn't have much time. We only had like 40 minutes left or something. And so there's actually this cool there's this cool like area on the lower part. Obviously there are a lot of areas we missed, which I'm just a little angry about, but whatever. There's this really cool area that's like a submarine. And we were like, all right, we're going to go there. We're going to go there. The problem was it was such a long walk. And it was by an area we had already visited previously. But I was like, we're going to go there, kids. Like, I actually made the decision this time. I was like, kids, we are going to the submarine. And it was a long walk through a bunch of areas. And these kids were like, And actually, I just remember there is one thing I forgot to mention, which I'll get to shortly. Earlier, probably before lunch, there is like this cool, like old-fashioned 1800s city with a cobbled road. It's actually really cool. Although the Milwaukee Museum is a better one, which I'll get into later in the story, in a couple streams. And we decided to hang out there for a bit. And there's like a Nickelodeon there too, which is like an old-fashioned movie theater you pay a nickel to get into, which is why it's called Nickelodeon. I remember we went there with a couple of the kids, and the old camp director was really into it, so, yeah. I should really be minding the freaking site, damn it. I'll find granite instead. Granite, whatever. Whatever. Anyways, I want to mention that because that's more relevant later. It was a bit hard to get all the groups into it though, but anyways, we went to this cool submarine, and it's all great, right? I'm like, oh, this is so cool, and we have to go down this ramp, and some kids wanted to like hang up, so I was like, okay, we're gonna do two groups. We're gonna do the kids that want to go down early, and then the kids that want to go down later will go with like some of the other counselors. And so we go down. This is a really fun field trip, by the way, because I think I remember saying I didn't really like the field trips I did in summer of 2023. But this one was great, and the second one, which we'll get to later, was pretty great too, so I was pretty happy with it. But yeah, we get down there, and I go down there with a couple kids, mostly the Boise group. There's a kind of group of kids that were like the Boise group. Like the older, or like more so the taller Andrew kid, and then this one kid who actually I think was a girl. Although they said they use they, them pronouns, their parents were like very adamant they were a girl. So, I mean, I'll respect that, I guess. Oh, waiting if I go... I think that's because this will stream into... Yeah, there we go. So there's like a slight bit of water there. Or air there. I don't want diorite or granite. I literally want andesite. It's like the one stone type I need to complete this, and I don't have it. Damn it. There we go. Swamps are lowlands, I just realized. Is that like Y? 63. Actually, never mind, that's not what. It's like, how am I at Y30 when I'm, or 40 when I'm only like this far low? This is nothing. It's a distraction. One of them was the kid that's like a daughter of one of my old music teachers, which I actually didn't find out right away. I don't think I've ever mentioned that. This kid's barely mentioned, but this kid was here for both sessions. Very fun kid, very into Minecraft. And so all of us went down there. There's just like this cool like submarines like simulator. We couldn't actually go in the submarine because we needed tickets, but we did get to check out the outside, which is cool. And we were super far away. And the problem was, it was actually time to go. And I was like, shit, we gotta walk back, bro. Maybe we shouldn't have gone this far out. Maybe we could have explored a different part of the museum. And so we had been counting our kids non-stop. We had 21 kids, you know, so crazy. Some of them I haven't even mentioned because I don't really remember them doing much on this trip. But anyways, we count them and one's missing. And it's like, oh shit. Like, I actually am not the type of person to freak out. But the assistant director was kind of like, oh, what happened there? And I'm like, great, you guys stay here. I'm going to go try to find this kid. And it's like, you know, if we don't find the kid in 5 minutes, we got to call the popo, which is not the best thing to have to do in a museum. And it actually took me a second to find this kid, like a minute. I was running around. And then I find them just like chilling by like the like simulator exhibit. I'm like, Did you not hear us say we're leaving, kiddo? So I realized I didn't get this for some reason, this iron. It just never dropped. It's weird, actually. It must be floating somewhere. There we go. God, I'm gonna drown. You start drowning. Damn it. God. Let's heal up, shall we? Fucking hell. But, yeah, mining iron's gonna suck in this spot. I actually probably need to just do this. Not what I meant to do. Damn it, I meant to break the block below. This is some dirty-ass muck water, bruh. Then down here it changes, because in this biome is dripstone caves versus swamp, yeah. Can I go for it? I think I can. Thankfully we found the kid, and then we made the long walk back. And we met up at the... You guessed it, that's why I had to emergency mention it, because I forgot. Although I actually was thinking about it earlier, and I just didn't get to it. The like, 1800s city area. Or, like, yeah, that place. And it was like, cool. I guess we're here. And we always do our like end of camp meeting on the curb, and so it was funny. We did it on the curb of this fake road. We even had a security guard talking to us and some of the kids. I don't know why, but he's friendly talking to us, like telling us about the place. I just remember that he was being super friendly. He was talking to me too, I think. And that was that. Fresh air at last. Oh, there's my farm and stuff. I think it's some iron, not a lot, but. Some crops have stopped growing, which means I can actually, in a second, officially have wheat and attract some cows. Let's go. But anyways, as I was saying, it was pretty dope to have to do this end of camp meeting. It's like a tradition for like fucking 3 years for me on the curbside. But by the way. Oh, don't do that, because then you just lose it. Nice. Nicely done, Sarfnic. Nicely done. Oh, all of you grew. This is a cool moment. I forget who I sat next to. I think it was some of the boys. And then it was time to bus home, which we did the same thing when we bused home. And then my man Rebus was actually on the bus. I think I sat next to... Did I sit next to Rebus? I sat near Rebus this time. Oh yeah, I did forget. We actually had 2 aides. We had the one who I'm just gonna call Kay, who is very chill. Didn't get to see him much for the second half of the summer because then they got transferred to a different camp, which is sad. But hopefully I see him this year because they're very cool. Although there's something I want to talk about them, which I actually might not mention, but we'll get to that later. Hold on, be right. Sorry, I'm going on a trip tomorrow. I've talked about it on the Valheim streams on the second channel, but not on this channel. To Arizona, so yeah, had to deal with stuff explaining that quickly. But anyways, I was talking about Kay. So Kay was the aide who worked with us a little bit in the start of the summer, so like the first half. Not at all during the second half, but there's a reason for that, which I'll get to. Not a bad reason or anything, just there's a reason for that. And was there to replace Rebus and deal with Rebus' kid for that day. But maybe I sat near them on the bus. I don't know. But anyways, we rush back. We do our end of camp thing there, and then we go back. And then we're once again on like the same bus with like the same people. And weirdly enough, they actually picked up the kids from the other camp first, despite the other camp being actually closer, like more south, which is where we were headed to go to the museum, obviously. And so they also dropped us off first. But we arrive near the building, and the bus driver makes a fatal mistake. And I almost corrected them, like, we're right there. Yeah, all you do is turn right, and we're at the destination. And the bus driver instead decides to go straight and U-turn, so I guess that actually makes no sense. So we get stuck at this, actually, I've known about this place for years, because it's, like, right by my house. This, like, stupid, like, curve, like, dead end with, like, a curve. And the bus spends 8 to 10 minutes backing up slowly and then going forward until it can finally go from, like, this way to, like, backing beep, beep, beep this way. Might have been the other way they did it, but I don't know. And so, like, we get there, and I see my boss. Of course, her bus driver didn't do that. And I was like, you know, there's a reason we're late because of the... And she was just like, oh, boss. The old camp director, and she was like, that's fine. But I was like, well, you see, and I never got to explain it, so. Anyways, I want to go do a bit of venturing right now quickly. It's like 9:30. I do have to kind of wake up early-ish tomorrow. Even though my flight's like 1:30, it's like, well, we should probably leave by like 10 to get to the airport. It's like, fucking hell, man. Too early. Oh, also, I do want to get the cows. Actually, that'll be my priority first. And the cows over here. So let's make a pen. Do have a lot of sticks, so I can kind of just like... What fence should I make? Apparently I can make a spruce fence. No, let's make a regular white fence. White. No, it's oak. Where should the cow pen go? I'll go up here, honestly. Yeah, why not? Why not? I mean, I do have, like, the resources to make... That's actually not a lot. Shit, hold on. I need more, I need more! Half of you. There we go. Honestly, this is large enough, yeah. And then I can just make a white carpet, which is for access. Let's go. Now where'd that cow go? I just saw him a tiny tidbit ago. Oh, cowy cow. Cow. Kal-El. Okay, there you are. Where's your siblings? I need more than just one. One can't reproduce. It takes two to tango. Here we go. Actually, I never really thought about that and related to Minecraft until now. Sadly, this is not the spring drop, so I don't have the newer cows yet. The, like, warm and cold cow. Sometimes you got stupid. Sorry, I just had to sneeze, and I'm muted, which is smart. You probably don't want to hear that. Oh my god, how did I lose you? Like, I swear, like, I've been running, like, straight before, and, like, now don't lose a chicken, and it shocks me. I think it had to happen in the Mint in the Minecraft Mint stream a week ago. And there's moments like that where, like, I barely move, and I lose one of them somehow. I think blocks probably has something to do with it, too. Alright, we're gonna breed you. I'm gonna breed you. I did see the pigs. But I'll worry about those later, because for now, all I really need is cows. To start my civilization. My Minecraft parkour civilization. I haven't watched a PvP civilization recently, and I will say it's pretty good. Anyways, I couldn't find any andesite, which sucks, but I'm going to do some more searching later. It's the middle of the day. If I go out and it's night, I'm a little worried I'll get injured and die. But I'm not super worried about it, to be honest with you. I want to find stuff. Also, oh, I got that from the witch, I think. The bog witch from Valheim. Stop talking. Let's go. Because maybe I'll be able to find caves and stuff. Plus, I also just want to explore. Maybe find a horse, too. Never know. See chickens over here, which means I've seen one of every type of mob then, because there's sheep in the north, chickens in the south, and the mid, it's got cows and pigs. Anyways, continuing the story, I've only gone through Thursday. That's crazy. It's only for basically an hour, right? I'm a slow storyteller. Also, this is like one of the biggest, the two biggest days are these two field trip Thursdays. So yeah. Anyways, we get in the bus, we get back, and that's the end of the day. And all I can say is floating fine here. I was very excited for the next day. Now, the next day is what I like to call one of the most mixed camp days ever. Some parts of it, it was such a fun day, and some parts of it, it was like, this day fucking sucks. I'm in a bad mood. So let's get into it. So this is our second beach day, although it was the first for our new director, who I haven't really talked about much, but she does become more relevant. She has a goose, by the way, a toy goose, that plastic goose that I guess she uses to help connect with kids, and it's really cool. I guess I mentioned that. And let me actually quickly consult with the list quickly. Let's see. I forgot. Okay, I did the pickleball stuff. I didn't mention Superman stuff. I didn't mention the Wasp Rat stuff. And the alcohol conversation I can get into maybe later. I think that's like a week 3 thing, so I'll say that for week 3. Oh, Dark Forest. It's called Black Forest. Not Valheim, guys. Oh my god. So I use the Black Forest of Valheim is more like the taiga. Oh, I will grab this though, because it's like on the surface. It's like extreme hills, gravelly hills biome. Anyhow, so the next day was beach day, but also it was war day. But the problem was I was kind of disadvantaged. Remember, I'd fought a war against the other boy counselor the previous year, or one of the other boy counselors. There was actually multiple that previous year. Oh, this year I was actually the only boy counselor, which is kind of crazy. My radius is far, but I can't see much here. Let's go find some andesite and leave. Peonies. We'll snag one for my collection. It's basically infinite pink dye. But anyhow, I was like, okay, I'm fucked for this war. And you wanna know why? Although I was the most popular counselor for the main arts camp, although I did have some enemies with a lot of girls. I also, oh my god, horses, I can tame a horse, let's go. I kept the saddle with me on purpose for just this purpose. I did have some kids that hated me, and then the whole Spanish camp hated me too, which again, I have no idea why. And actually, I kind of do know why. Partially. There's a reason why, but I think that's actually on week 3 and not week 2. So they hated me because I guess the other counselor promoted the fact that I was an enemy. The temp counselor, because she worked with them. But they started to hate me a bit more because of one funny thing I do. And I'm not sure if it was on week 2 or week 3, so I'll just save it for week 3. Should we put in my notes, because I know I'm not going to finish the story today. I'll say, of course, my phone's auto-correcting. Done. Okay, now it will be memorized forever. No matter what I say or do. This horse is not fast. Therefore, you shall be thrown to the wayside. I do not care for a slow horse. Probably jumps high. I don't think he even jumps high, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Try a little spotted friend over here. Oh, come on. on, don't play hard to get. I said don't play hard to get. More health, which is a plus already. Really? It's the white ones waiting there in case these guys all fail me. Okay, let's see. A bit faster, but I don't think much better, but I'll just take it. I'll take whatever I can get. Sorry, White Horse. Maybe I'll see you again some other day. Alright, so I knew I was kind of cooked. And this was a beach day. And I believe that the old director actually wasn't around for this day. I don't think she was there. Because the Spanish camp director, who's someone who was dating one of the guys who had worked the previous 2 years, by her they broke up later. This is not my drama to pry in, but I'm making it because I'm telling the story. She had been working there. She had worked there like I think every other year. She worked like the year before a couple years, and including the year before I started. So from like whatever to 2021, and so they put her in charge for that day. And my clipboard, I always write every day on my clipboard. This is the bad stuff of the day. I'll get to the good stuff of the day, but this is the bad stuff of the day. I write on my clipboard pretty much every day the amount of kids we have, because that's just like necessary when you have a lot of kids, right? You can't count them all yourself. But that day, I had lost my clipboard outside. And so, of course, and usually no one really asks me how much kids I have, like, whatever. I just keep track of them for me and my other council dudes. Of course, I fall in the water here. But today was her running beach day, and because, for some reason, the beach really wants to know how much kids we have. I guess there is probably a very reasonable reason for that. And so she asked me, and I'm like, I don't know. She's like, what do you mean you don't know? Find out. And, like, I think we were outside the bathroom at the time. It was in the morning, whatever. And I was like, well, I can count them, but, like, I still don't really know how many kids I have. And I thought, and she was, like, pissed off, clearly. And also her little sister also works as, like, the head counselor for Purple Pod. And I don't really like that girl. I shouldn't be saying this, because if anyone from the job saw this shit that cared, I would probably lose it. I probably wouldn't get rehired. But, like, whatever. I was just kind of like, I literally think to myself, you know what? I don't really care if she's mad that I don't know what kids are in my group, right? I don't care if she's mad. Like, I know that she's really well known with, like, the old camp director and our assistant director. They really like her. I never worked with her personally, so I don't really give a shit what she thinks of me. I didn't like her boyfriend, even if they're ex. I never really liked him that much. Thought he was a bit of a dick sometimes. And so I just didn't care what she thought of me. I was like, whatever. That's it. That's it. And this would cause something that made me angry happen later. But out of everything that made me angry, I'm sure this was such a minuscule thing. But at the time, it felt like it was really pissing me off. But whatever, irrelevant stuff for now. All you have to know is that happened. I didn't get my clipboard back until like way later. I did count the kids. This time I knew he would die from that crit. Hello, cowsies. You doing stuff? Let me harvest the crops that need to be... Oh, apparently I already did. I swear there's some wheat that I didn't harvest, but... I'll keep this water here just so, like, I can spread the farm a bit. So this is done. Good stuff. Move some of the potatoes over here. Realistically. These three can go here. And you can be extended here. A little extra space, I guess. But, yeah, just remember that. And it was time to go, and it was soon to be war. Now, obviously, I had my boys. The one boy that really liked me, for example. I had some boys on my side. But there wasn't as much hype this year as it was the previous year for the water wars. But I was kind of the one pushing it. The 2-week counselor, even though she definitely formed a rivalry with me. She didn't seem to care that much, to be honest with you. About the water war. She's just kind of like, okay, I guess we're doing this. Do my Neo jumps on. I do a double Neos question. The vine might ruin this. That's not right. Let's do it the other way. Although I think I'm worse doing it this way. This is a triple neon. I don't think this is possible. Unless I'm Jumper Who and I cheat. But, yeah, that was a big roast. Yeah. Yeah, the triple neo isn't really possible. Gosh, I don't even know why I'm trying it. But, oh look. Oh, it's not done yet, but it's nearly done. But anyways, just remember that happened. Anyway, so we get to the war. It's our second beach day. I'm sure more stuff happened. I don't really remember what happened, like, in the first beginning of the day. We just kind of, like, do stuff sometimes in the beginning of the days. Fridays. I don't remember what happened this day. Sorry, guys. Unless I have it on my phone still, the photos. No, I don't. I don't really care them. But it gets to later in the day. We get to the beach, and holy crap, this is a fun day. Now, they'd done something that they'd never done before, but they did a couple times that summer. Which we'll get to, I guess. Oh, a horse. I thought that was a frog. But it looked weird, and I was like, that's not a frog. Also, I completely forgot what I was out there for, which is andesite. I guess we can go to this village here that I've just located on my mapsies. We'll take the horse so it's a bit faster. Actually, it probably would be faster. Nah, it'd be probably faster with the horse. Gotta use the horse for something, right? Dun, da, 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 da. And so we show up at the beach, and we get this special area allotted to us. And I was like, holy crap, this is fun. This is going to be a fun beach day. Holy crap, it was, because I had a lot of people after me. You see, C, this girl C, who's always had a rivalry with me, like, literally always. In her words from the previous year, it all began the first year when, I don't know, fucking something happened. She was really going hard at me in the water. I guess one thing that happens, we were playing a lot of cops and robbers at the time. And so, like, just during that week too. I remember, I guess I targeted her and this other girl who's, like, I consider the meanest girl in my group. And she was like, it was just for fun, because they were, like, being extra, like, taunty with me and cops and robbers. But I guess she took it so seriously, I guess, because one thing I remember her saying was, like, this is, well, me, this is revenge for you targeting me, the cops and robbers. And I was like, I was targeting you? Maybe I was. I don't remember, though. I guess I was, guys. I guess I was. I think it's kind of funny. I feel like splashing the fudge out of me, dude. And it was crazy. Like, these kids were, like, targeting me, bro. And I was having so much fun. I was being... I think I lost that splash war. Even though I did get a ton of kids to target the other counselor. I think I was more effective in that. A lot of kids didn't care about this war. So, it wasn't, like, a giant win or anything. I don't even remember if I won or lost, honestly. But... yeah, anyways, I have a lot of kids targeting me, bro. Oh my god, it's the Minecraft movie Iron Golem. Where's Steve? I am Steve. Alright, let's bring this guy back to the fence. Where are these horses? Can you jump over? You can. This is a good horse, actually. Oh, fire. Gulp. That house is in flames. At least save whatever's in the chest there. Ah, whatever. The rest can burn. Should have built better village. Not literally over a lava pool. Oh, I never made that bucket I wanted to make. Eh, whatever. I'll make it a different time. Anything cool here? There. Actually, it's pretty cool. I do need leather pants. Plus another saddle means another horse. I'll take it, honestly. Plus, these are kind of cool, too. Because that has a lot of wheat, which makes a lot of food. Oh, and I'll snap a sunflower, too. Second cool flower acquired. Anything else over here I really want to check out? Not really. Let's go. The sun is soon to descend. But... yeah, they were splashing hell on me. I had so many kids targeting me because also I had V in her group too that were really after me, dude. And I actually hate getting splashed because we're wearing shirts and stuff, so splashing me makes me really cold. Guys, Lake Michigan is cold water. It's not warm like Florida. So, yeah, I got splashed a ton. But it was so much fun. I was having the time of my life. And the best part was, because this beach day was being held by a different counselor, or a different person, our main character wasn't here, we did things a bit differently. I instead of having to be the guy who was like the way far end, the deepest end, they said you can chill in the middle. So I just chill in the middle, like talking to kids, splashing around. Jeez, dude, your village is really burning. Fetching table's certainly gone. Ow. I'll take the torch. This house seems to have mostly survived the fire because of the stone. Well, no, never mind. The floor is mostly gone. Feel bad whoever lives there. Alright, let's get out of here. But I was like, because I had these two girls who were best friends that also hated me. I haven't really mentioned them much, but they were in my group week 1, switched out for week 2, and they come back for week 3. I forget which group they got switched to. I think it was the red group. Oh yeah, I should probably also talk about that too, because that's gonna be relevant. But let me get through this beach day first. So the beach day is going well, and instead of like going in and out of the water, like I actually don't remember. It was like, instead of going in and out 3 times, we went in and out only 2 times, but they were larger times, and I thought that was kind of nice. And of course, most counselors are in the water, but some of the, like, you know, the teenage girl counselors were like, you know, I don't want to be in the water, and it's like, whatever, they can do what they want. I don't really give a fuck, honestly. But, yes. So, it gets to time to be out, and then, you may know there are 2 women who are the heads of this. One of them is, like, the one that everyone's afraid of pissing off. She barely shows up. She's, like, my boss, like, the one who hired us, even the camp directors. And she barely shows up. And then there's the other one, who's this other woman who never really liked me. I noticed that in my first 2 years. She was always kind of, like, snarky whenever, like, having a conversation with me. I didn't really like her because of that. And this year kind of changed that in a good way, but this is not an example of when that was changed. Because I guess the one girl who was leading for that day decided to tell her that well, I don't know if she did, but she definitely did. Because she comes up to me and she's like, you know, you gotta know where your kids are at all times. Or you gotta know, not that, that's not what she said at all. I always know where my kids are, bro. Don't worry. Except for now, obviously I don't know what they're doing now. Hopefully they're having a great spring right now. But you gotta know how many kids you have. And I felt bad because, like, I kind of just, like, she's technically higher up, and I kind of just, like, waved her off. I was like, I was walking back to count my kids. So I just kind of, like, kept walking. I was like, yeah, don't worry, I got it. I usually have it under control, but today was a different type of situation. Which is true, but that doesn't look good. But whatever, that's what happened. You're hearing what happened. That's it. And I was pissed. I was like, of course that girl would say something. And I guess I was proven wrong, but I was like, oh, I don't really care about her not, or being mad at me for not knowing my count. And it's like, I was so mad, dude. When I came home that day, I literally was telling my mom, like, I am in a bad mood over this. I am in a bad mood over this. But yeah, I was very pissed off by that. And that singularly ruined it for me. And Rebus actually was there that day, but left before the beach day because he was there for him sick. And I told them, like, later on, I was like, you missed me crashing out, so probably a good choice that you left. Oh, another potato. Thanks. Would eat it, but I don't have any hunger anyways. Ooh, the moon is slowly waning. It's pretty perfect, thank you. Alright, let me sleep. But, yeah, so that was that. And I was in a bad mood because of that. Even though it was a really fun beach day, I had so much fun in the water. Again, I don't remember too much about it, but I was like getting so splashed up by these kids. And that girl C was really after me. I think she had goggles too. But I remember at one point she was spraying me. I was like, I've been waiting 10 months to do this, which I guess was kind of true. And I kept spraying her back. It was a really fun beach day, that's all I'm saying. And so the day ended, and I get back to the camp, and this beach day, I'm not sure if it was this beach day or week 6, But you're probably like, how would you mix up week 2 and week 6? And I'll get into that later. But it was one of the two. And I don't think it was this one, so I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't been wearing my shield. Because I haven't actually don't know where it is after I died. Please tell me it's just in here. I'll just craft it really fast. Oh, it's just 2 of you. What? How did... Okay, I think I just released it at the wrong time. Oh, God. It's actually more than 2. What? How are they... Alright, leader. Die. Yeah, your banner will be hung over my house for years. Be back in this house in like 2029. It's like, remember the time I was telling the story of summer 2024 and I killed a bunch of pillagers and got this banner? Yeah, that time was pretty sick, wasn't it? Because you had to waste a bread, basically. Too far away from the shimmy, I think. But, anyways. That was that. And I don't remember what kids did after that. We just kind of like hung out. You know, we had popsicles. Or we did have popsicles that day, I think. But there was one thing that was brewing in the back. Because you may remember I did have these 2 girls switch groups because they wanted to add an extra kid to my group. But they didn't want to like make it like too many kids. Because 20 kids is already a lot, right? And these 2 girls did not like being moved to the red pod at all. Even though they were together, at least. That's for sure. So much that their parents were not fans of it either. Or they just like, come on, guys. You know, like, their parents were definitely what we call those types of parents that give their kids whatever they want. And when their kids start complaining, they're like, you know, let's fix this. By giving the kids what they want. So, basically, this was left up to our new camp director, who was, I'll admit, she became very strong as a camp director over the course of the year, but she was kind of like a bit weak-minded at first. And so, she was like, alright, we're gonna move these girls back to your group. I'm like, oh god, nice. Ash was kind of excited. I was like, you know, I kind of like these kids, and, you know, there's these 2 girls. They both like to stick their tongue out at me. They were the ones who would like. One of them was one of the ones who was like bothering me within the first like 2 hours of when the camp year began. I was like, oh god, here we go. And I was like, fine, they can come back. Like they literally asked me like, are you okay? Are you okay with having these girls back? It might be a lot of kids. I was like, you know what? It's really not. Like, I can handle, like, 22 kids. Really, I really can. Or I don't remember the exact count. I just remember 21 being a big number. But, anyways, that was the end of that week. It was the last day for that 2-week counselor. Never saw her again that summer. But she was really funny, honestly. Although at one point we passed a Starbucks, I think, on the field trip. And I said to her, I'm like, oh, you probably... I guess she's a coffee. I think she was really into coffee. So I only been like 17, I think. I was like, oh, you must really like Starbucks. She's like, actually, no, I don't. I refuse to drink coffee from there. It might have been because of the Palestine stuff. I'm not sure. But I was like, actually based. Well. So anyways, that was the end of that day. I don't really remember too much, but I'm telling you, if I told this story like 6 months ago, I would have remembered more. Like 6 months ago, it would have been September, so yeah, I would have definitely remembered a lot more. That's the end of week 2. Oh, there's no, I think that's a week 3 thing. I'll tell later. Okay, so that's it. 2 days covered, and I'm ending the stream. I'm going to be gone for a bit. I'm going to try to get one more video out before I leave. Oh, hello, Black Cat. Actually, that's really cool. How did you get here? Aren't you coming from there? I want to tame that cat. Same for the next stream. I'm going to be gone, heading to Arizona. So that's when the next stream will be. Probably in like a little less than a week. I'll probably do a Saturday stream on the Minecraft world. And also some Valheim streams on the second channel as well, because I'm really enjoying that game. You guys fucking already know that, though. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Minecraft at Mint should return. I just didn't really ask him to play today, so we'll play when I get back. I'm gonna try to get one more YouTube video out before leaving for vacation. But I don't know, it might not be possible. So, anyways, I'll see you guys. Bye-bye.